Thank you for the question, Jeremy. I'd be more than happy to dive into some more lingo that prisoners, inmates use from East Coast to West Coast of the United States. These terms are used by inmates in the federal system and in the state system, and presumably as well as in county jails and city lockups. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. First one is called a life jolt. What is a life jolt? If an inmate is speaking to another inmate in this terminology, a life jolt is someone who is serving a life sentence. Next one, lock in sock. Lock in sock is a weapon created by putting their combination lock inside of a sock and then hitting someone with it. In the movie Full Metal Jacket, you can see a scene where they use something similar to this, but they use a bar of soap in a sock, and then all the other people in the platoon come by and they beat the one who was played by William DeForno because he was causing a lot of trouble. Well, in this case, it's basically the same thing, but with a padlock in a sock. And they're not just doing it to send a message. They're doing it to send a message and definitely hurt, if not kill. Next one. How about pumpkin? Do you know what a pumpkin is behind bars in either the federal or state system? A pumpkin is someone who is a new inmate, someone who does not have experience or have been behind bars before. They're called a pumpkin. How about zoom zooms? Zoom zooms, a lot of people get this wrong. They think it's referring to one certain item, a cake like, dessert, a Danish, if you will. But no, a zoom zoom can be a candy and it could be a cake. It could be a donut item. It can be a hard candy or a soft candy, depending again where in the system you are, federal, state, or East Coast or West Coast. A zoom zoom means different things to different inmates. What is a bat? B-A-T-S, plural. What are bats? Bats are illegal cigarettes. These are cigarettes that have been smuggled in and are smoked, by inmates themselves. They may get one cigarette and they'll turn that one cigarette into 5 or maybe 7 cigarettes. They take the one cigarette apart and they take all the tobacco out of it and they use the first pages of a Bible because the paper is easy to burn and they can roll it up and they can make 5, 7 cigarettes out of one normal street cigarette. They call those a bats. And again, federal state system. A bid. What is a bid? Well, we've all seen enough crime shows to know that a bid is a prison sentence. How long the individual must spend, that time is considered a bid. Brake fluid. What is brake fluid? Well, we know what brake fluid is for your car. It helps your car stop. But what is it behind bars? Brake fluid behind bars is psychiatric medication. Something that makes someone stop doing the things that they've been doing. Hence the brake part of it itself. Brake fluid. Next is mollywopped. What is mollywopped? Mollywopped is to kick someone's ass behind bars in a fight to get to your ass kicking in a fight. Mollywop. LWOP. What is LWOP? LWOP is pretty much, doesn't matter where you are in the system, state, federal, or East Coast, West Coast, wherever you are. An LWOP is someone who is doing life without the possibility of parole. Netted up. What is netted up means? That it means someone who is gone crazy or is going crazy. They call that someone as going netted up. Nickel? Well, we know what a nickel is in currency, but what is a nickel behind bars? Do they have something that is worth a nickel? No, it has nothing to do with that at all. It has to do with someone who is doing a 5-year prison sentence. Nickeled. Pruno. Pruno is when inmates are talking about it behind bars, is an illegal alcohol that is made behind bars. And they can make this in toilets, they make it in sinks, they can make it in smaller portions. I've seen stories where they've actually made it inside of boots. They put a plastic garbage can liner in it and make the Pruno inside the boots. so it's not in the open when they come search the actual cell. They eventually do find it, and they can hide these things in multiple different ways. Remember, inmates have nothing but time on their hands to figure out where to hide certain things like this. Pruno. How about road dog? What is a road dog between two inmates when they're talking about it? A road dog is someone who walks the track constantly during recreational time. Road dog. And last but not least, let's go with vampire. What is a vampire behind bars when two inmates are talking? A vampire is someone who is from the nursing or medical unit who is there to draw your blood. They are a vampire. Thank you again to Jeremy and everyone who reached out and wanted to know more of these prison terms. I have an entire booklet here, 39 pages of different terms of prison inmate slang from East Coast to West Coast, state to federal system. And I hope you enjoyed this. If you do, give it a thumbs up, and I'll do another one if we get enough of you out there who liked it.